Hello everyone and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode we made a slightly bizarre but nonetheless, I guess, triumphant return to the central factory, and we're here at the bridge to Apocrypha, which will take us through the Apocrypha generator and then to Egil in the Mechonis core.
It's just as I thought. The Monado feels the same as it did before the Apocrypha took effect. No, it feels even more powerful. The Bionis Monado and this Monado, they have to be connected. Somehow.
Because you aren't here. Not anymore.
Why am I remembering that dream? Why now? Without the power, I can't stop Egil. I have to concentrate. All I have to think about is how to stop the Mechonis. If the Monado does bring about the end, then I know what to do. Fiora!
Shulk, what were you thinking about?
Nothing.
So... it's like that, is it?
Really, it's nothing.
Listen, Shulk. If it's too hard for you to handle on your own, talk to me. Huh?
Fiora...
You can tell any of the others as well. We're all here for you. Don't forget that.
You're right. You're here for me.
Of course. And don't overdo it, okay? We all saw what happened. Is your arm okay?
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll live.
Oi! You two! Is something up?
No! It's nothing. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Shulk. You can...
Well, Melia always gets a bit of a rough deal in this. I mean, fair play, in fairness, to them for not going down the love triangle route. I really like that they didn't really do that. Basically, once Fiora's back in the picture, that's basically it for Melia and Shulk. And I do like that they did that. Ooh, skill earned by Ricky. But I feel like Melia gets a bit of a bad deal with the way things are. Especially given, you know, she joined the party because her father was brutally murdered because of everything to do with Shulk and Fiora. But there we go. That's Ricky fully beansed up. Maximum HP, agility, block rate. I will keep him on HP. Suppose I put Dunman on whichever one's agility. Oh, he's already on the agility one. Of course he is. Ryan's on strength. Shulk's on agility. Melia should probably be on something like ether. Ah, that's not an option. Agility then, I guess. Shallow on ether. Everyone's basically finished their trees except for Fiora, which makes sense. Right, on we go to the Apocrypha generator.
This... machine... is this...
Yes. The Apocrypha generator.
Yeah, let's trash the thing. We take this out and it's plain sailing for Shulk.
It should be. It is a miracle that you have been able to use the Monado at all.
Hear that?
Are you really all right?
Yeah. I'm... fine. Vinaya, we need to find Egil.
The control core is directly above. It is not far.
Wait! It's moving!
No! We're too late!
You mean...
The Mechonis functions have been restored!
No, it can't be!
Yes, you puny pests are too late.
Fall back! Everyone fall back!
He's gone and done it.
Huh?
The Mechonis has struck. Not good. I think it must have hit somewhere on Bionis.
No.
Move out! Don't forget, we've still got a job to do.
Right. What?
And here we have to fight the Apocrypha generator? Sure. Man, I really fucking hate that line from Dixon where he's like, must have hit somewhere on Bionis. Like, really? I mean, there are literally two options. Must have hit somewhere on Bionis, or Egil complete... Well, there's technically three options. Hits Bionis, Egil completely whiffs and just hits the sea, or somehow whiffs so badly that he turns around and manages to, like, catch himself in the shin with it. Literally, Bionis, Mechonis, or nothing are literally the only targets that the Mechonis could literally hit at. So, it must have hit someone on Bionis. That said, it must be, like, it's well cool and somehow terrifying. That scene of, like, seeing the Mechonis sword, like, come down on Valak Mountain is a really cool shot. And it's just, like, the game sets you up quite well, I think, for the idea that these Titans are probably not as frozen as you think they are. And yeah, then once the Mechonis, even so, like, once the Mechonis starts moving, you can't help but have a kind of like, holy shit, that's big. When it, like, what you know is, like, you know, Sword Valley and Galahad Fortress come, like, flying down on top of Valak Mountain area, which you know to be massive as well. Like, it plays with that size and scale really well. Like, I've said this so much. Oh, I keep using Say Sorry. By accident, I've swapped Say Sorry and Bitey Bitey's positions, and it's fucking me up, is what it is. But yeah, I say it time and time again, but this game just, it plays around with scale really well and makes you just so aware of how big stuff is. Apocrypha Generator, by the way, really easy fight. As long as you've got someone who can basically output damage, which we have. Can I topple this thing? It doesn't look very toppleable. Absolutely can! Topple, like, so Final Cross is very much like, what's it called? Melia's, like, Spear Break and Starlight Kick combo. Even if it technically can't be toppled, these things can basically force topple and things. And it's really nice to get Fiora's tension high enough, fire a Final Cross, and then fire up a chain attack and fire a Final Cross again. You'll love to see it. Oh, great line from Ricky coming up, by the way. There we go.
Chew on that, Apoc or whatever. We did it, Shulk. Shulk? Oi! Whoa.
What's happened to the Monado?
It must have changed just as the generator was destroyed. It's amazing.
Now we're talking. Next up, Egil.
Can you go on?
Me? I'm alright. Come on, we have to stop Egil.
Back on track. Just like I said. The kid'll come through.
Naturally. Everything is falling into place.
Heh. You can say that again.
But only as long as we remain within the margins of fate. I know not how things will proceed from this point.
That is... There are many great... Oh! Randomly, new Monado art learned for sure. We'll go to that in just a second. But yeah, there are many great moments for the hero pawn, but Nyapakapow is top tier. You'll love to see it. Shuffling around the party a little bit. Shulk has learned Monado Oh, right, I got this off camera while we were in the Central Factory. But continuing my thing of getting master level art books for shit art. Dunban's Binding Blossom, which I only recently learned is not in fact called Binding Blossom, it's called Blinding Blossom, which basically draws aggro from someone else to Dunban. Not great, but hey, we can level it up to level 10, that's pretty cool. Cyclone, so that will go on the side, won't it? Yes, we have the full set of Monado arts now. Enchant, Shield, Speed, and Armor on the left, and Buster, Purge, Eater, and Cyclone on the right. Cyclone is really good. It is legitimately a great art. I'm going to level it all the way up. At least as far as we can, and we've got a lot of AP, so we can do that. It's absurdly powerful. So, it's an Ether attack, as are all, a lot of the, other than Buster, all the Monado arts are Ether. Circle around the user, and if anyone is suffering break, it topples them. First off, it does 4,800 to 5,000 damage. Buster does, okay, 7,400. Okay, that is quite a lot, but still, it's powerful. It's very powerful. And it topples everyone. And don't forget that Shulk has... Oh, God, how do I get back to his regular arts? There we go. Shulk has Stream Edge, which topples everyone in front of him. Breaks everyone in front of him, so he can just break those and then just topple everyone around him. And it's so good for just area of effect. You love to see it. With that, you ain't gonna see... Oh no, you are gonna see some of me for the rest of the episode, but there's still gonna be some big shit is about to happen here. We can talk to Alvis and Dixon, weirdly. They're just here. We will be here. This is your fight now. Conduct it as you see fit. We will talk again when it is over. And Dixon... You look like you mean business. I know you lot can handle it. Off you go then. Stop that Egil once and for all. Let's go and take the fight to Egil once again. Hopefully we're ready for him this time.
So, you worms have finally arrived.
Egil! Stop the Mechonis! There has to be a way for us to live in peace! There's no reason for us to fight! You must stop this now!
My reasons are clear, and truer than yours.
What's that?
Look, it's Bionis.
May the roar of the Mechonis be the wrath of my people. How many?
Huh?
How many do you think died in that attack? Hundreds? Maybe thousands?
Egil! You'll regret this!
Brother! Stop this! You'll destroy the Bionis! Let us put an end to our torment!
It ends when I say it ends! I will end our curse by destroying the world!
You must realize that is not Lady Maynard's wish. That's why she left us her legacy, our whole world!
Pure nonsense. That thing lurking within the Homs girl is no longer our god. This world no longer has a need for gods.
Egil! Stop this!
Face me, Shulk, successor of Xander. I'll crush the Bionis and spread its ashes across the world. Then I'll turn the Monado into dust. Only then will there be peace.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Egil is a surprisingly understandable villain. His anger against the Bionis, given everything that was done to Mechonis by the Bionis, and totally makes sense. It's he's a real kind of tragic and understandable villain. Also, look at what he's doing and look at what the Mechonis is doing in the background. Mechonis Core is a really unusual location. Here we are. First off, the Bionis is just there, and we can see it because we're basically kind of at the very nib of like the nose of the Mechonis. They have that kind of almost like bird-like bit on its face. Whenever Zanza moves, whenever Yaldabaoth moves, whenever Egil moves in Yaldabaoth, the Mechonis mirrors that move, which is really cool. And it makes for a really dynamic fight. Like, you can just see the Mechonis moving underneath it. Because we're in the head, the neck is kind of cut out from the thing, and I really like the way in which Yaldabaoth kind of plugs into the Mechonis. Like that scene where he replaces Mayneth as the soul of the Mechonis, where it's got a really cool bit of music called Anger, Darkness of Power. Oh, here we go. So he's using Bionish/10, an area of effect attack where he chops the fucking head off the Bionis. It does infinite damage in 120 seconds. You've got 2 minutes to sort your shit out, or everything you know is going to die. Technically, we'd be fine on the Mechonis, potentially, but I'm going to take out some of these offensive motors because, yeah, we're in a bit of a messy... Oh, Exterminator Clock! That's not good. Right, let's fight this guy. We've got time. Like, obviously, you've got that vision, which is, you know, putting some slight pressure on you, saying you probably should deal with this. But we will definitely get to it before it's too late. So let's just kill this guy, though. These Exterminator units can be really annoying. Oh, here we go. Domban, where are you going? Wrong way. Oh, there's the end of the chain attack. So you've got these 3 energy devices, and this is what they decided to target, rather than the very present Mechon threat that were literally right next to them. No, they're like, oh, let's fucking fight the energy unit instead. But yes, Egil is, for want of a better phrase, is such a Japanese character, of the kind of tragic and very understandable villain. Like, it's a type of character you see again and again in Japanese media, and Egil is a really exemplary archetype of that, and he's a very interesting character, because it's the classic, only basically the way that he goes about his plans makes him a villain. Okay, yeah, because the way he goes about his plans is like, well, I'm going to choke the Bionis out by, like, killing hundreds of people, and, like, obviously he... Can you force... No, you can't force topple on Yeldermouth. He is completely immune to bacon topple in this fight. I did wonder. But yeah, why is this not dying? There we go. But yeah, obviously he enjoys it a bit when he's like, how many died in that attack? Hundreds? Thousands? But for him, the point of that is, how much energy do you think I took away from the Bionis? And it's all about getting back at the Titan. He could not give a shit about the people, and like, again, the fact that Shulk's like, we can work this out, it's like, when he's like, you are bugs clinging to the flesh of my sworn enemy. Like, it's a really powerful line. But it's only his methods that make him a villain. His motivations are super understandable, of basically, I watched this thing destroy my world and bring my race pretty close to extinction. And so that's really justifiable in a sense. Like, his anger is understandable, and it's... Gado makes that point where he's like, Egil once just wished to break that cycle of suffering, of like, no one else should have to face this level of pain, but now he's just been consumed by vengeance. And that's the problem, and it's like, it's only that twist that makes him a villain, is the, well, now he's let vengeance consume him. But the initial motivation, super understandable and super sympathetic in a lot of ways. Buckle in, this is a fantastic scene, probably the best in the game.
Incredible. Whoa.
Shulk! Don't do it!
How could this happen?
Do it. Kill him. Kill him.
That voice. Who is that?
Strike him down.
I will. I'll kill him. 1,000 times.
Yes, finish him. End it. It is what you want.
Yes, I want to. I'll kill him. For Fiora. For the Emperor. For my home!
You must find your Monado. Are you ready?
Are you feeling hungry, eh?
Chew on this, scrap
Did
for
you even
brains.
kill a Homs to beat us?
Egil once wished only to break the circle of suffering.
Until I've
He
scrapped each
but
and
blood
every one of you!
Maynard, the villagers, everyone loved you. Every person.
Yes.
That is why they
Finish
wish
it.
to live alongside
End
you.
it. It is
So
what you
clear.
want.
To Maynard and to me.
No! This isn't what I want!
Shulk! No!
Brother!
Why didn't you do it? Killing me would have saved your world.
I've forgotten all about that.
Forgotten about it?
I realized that we both share the same pain. Egil, I don't have any reason to kill you.
Even if you do not, I still do.
I know. But I won't do it.
If you do not kill me now, my blade will annihilate every last one of your people. Even then.
I can't kill you, but I can stop your blade. And I'll do it. Over and over again until we understand each other. Okay?
You have used the Monado well. But do you honestly believe you are its master? Mechonis and Bionis once lived in harmony. They coexisted in peace, without hatred or strife.
Egil, why do you think we were born?
Ah, philosophy. Alas, I'm not very good at answering such questions.
Have you never thought about it? Never contemplated what lies beyond this world?
Beyond this world? Lady Mayneth once said that aside from the Bionis and the Mechonis, this world is filled with nothing but boundless ocean.
But what lies beyond that? We are still young and unable to leave the Bionis or the Mechonis. Say goodbye to our creators, our world. But one day our descendants will. They will leave this place and depart for new worlds, worlds we have never imagined, by strength of their will alone.
Leave this place? That is something I have never considered. However, it would be a truly amazing sight.
Egil, I wish to see that the people of Bionis and the people of Mechonis live in peace and harmony and take care of one another. I wish this for the future of our descendants.
Yes, I too desire this, Aglas. Everybody shared the belief that the prosperity of our two worlds would continue for all eternity. It would have done, were it not for the Monado. The Monado refused to permit the existence of the Mechonis. Or rather, the existence of anything but itself. And one day, it took control of my friend, Aglas, and he became Zanza. It was Aglas, possessed by Zanza, who directed his sword at Mechonis.
I don't understand. Does being controlled by the Monado mean you will eventually become Zanza?
The Monado is Zanza. Zanza is the Monado. The two are one and the same. In order to perpetuate the existence of his soul, Zanza inhabits beings of Bionis.
but you appear to be different.
What do you mean?
I can see it. How well you retained a sense of self. Perhaps you can break the curse of Zanza. And was that not precisely our wish, Lady Mayneth?
I don't know much about any curse. For now, all I can do is this, Egil. We can live in peace again.
Again? I see. Yes, you're right.
No!
Dixon? You shouldn't have done that, little brat.
Oh. Told you it was a good one.
Shulk!
Dixon! Why? Oi, old man! Are you completely out of your mind?
Don't you kids ever shut up. I'm just doing my job, as always. Right?
Who are you?
It's you.
Yes. Now you remember. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Egil? Too long. Huh?
Zanza's disciple.
Zanza's disciple? Egil, what do you mean? Dixon, what are you?
I don't have to explain anything. As they say, seeing is believing. Now, witness it with your own eyes. The moment of Lord Zanza's return.
Shulk! Get away from him! No! Ah!
Zanza! I won't let you do this!
Wait, who's this guy?
Zanza!
Do not be surprised. Everything in this world is dictated by the passage of fate. As all that exists is interconnected, time can flow only towards the inevitable. That is the vision of which I, the Monado, am the origin. That which will be, will be. This was all predestined. Ever since I came to reside within Shulk.
What do you mean?
Zanza grew tired from our battle. And then the High Entia ancestors trapped him. His flesh was sealed away on Prison Island. His soul, and hence the Monado, was confined to Osse Tower.
In those ruins? But what does this have to do with Shulk?
Did you forget? Who discovered those ruins? Who happened to be there? Who was the survivor we found? And who brought back that survivor?
What are you saying? You planned all this when you found Shulk?
Jackpot. It was all for this day. In fact, there was never anyone called Shulk to begin with.
What?
My soul existed inside the Monado. It was fated that I be released. It was shown to me in a vision. At last the time finally came, and then...
The people who found the Monado and freed it awoke Zanza. He sucked the lives from them, so he could live. Shulk was among them.
Shulk was already dead! That's impossible! We grew up together!
You grew up with an empty shell. He appeared to live because I became his life force. That is until he had matured as my new vessel and become worthy of wielding the Monado, allowing me to truly awaken and finally return.
Lord Zanza is the soul of the Bionis, but he still needs a living body. Just like Mechonis over there. Ha! Call that corpse a friend? Don't make me laugh.
But why use Shulk? What was it that made you select Shulk as your vessel?
There was no particular reason. Shulk merely happened to be there at the time.
There you have it. Anybody would have done. As long as they could swing a sword around, at least.
So then, Shulk's ability to use the Monado...
And those visions that he used to save us.
All because of Lord Zanza. Lord Zanza can see the passage of fate. He simply led you to the inevitable. The destruction of Colony 9. The death of that pompous old high-entier fool. And that grunt Gaddo's miserable demise. All of it.
You evil...
Yeah! There's more. We haven't even got to the best part.
What are you gonna do, Dixon?
Don't you get it? You're just in the way. The lot of you. This world was created by Lord Zanza. By the very Bionis itself. Then you things think you can just spring up all over the place.
All life that is born from me must be returned to me eventually to complete the cycle. For me to continue my existence as before, then all must be restored to its former order.
In other words, the destruction and recreation of the world. Nothing more to it.
First, we must eliminate my greatest obstacle. You, Mechonis, the Mechonis!
Bionis!
Bionis moves!
I've been waiting. Waiting for this day. Zanza!
Brother! Stop! You're too weak!
I don't care. I will gladly sacrifice myself to eliminate Zanza. As long as he lives, there can be no peace for us, or for the people of Bionis.
Ha! Then you shall cease to exist. By the wrath of my blade!
It's... the Monado!
I'll show you the meaning of wrath!
What?
It's finished!
Egil and Shulk could put their differences aside!
Meaningless sentiment.
Zanza! Right, now! Yeah!
How could you do this?
It is from me that all life is born. It lives only for me.
and it shall be returned. So you have finally unleashed your Monado. And there was me thinking you would die with dignity.
I finally understand. The futures of our children belong to them alone. Though we are their creators, their lives are theirs to control. Even if the passage of fate is as you have decided, I will teach you the strength of their will to resist. Zanza, if you choose to deny the existence of every living being but yourself, then I choose to fight. To fight for them!
That's right! We won't let you erase everyone's futures!
This battle is mine, Mechonis.
Oh my god, the amount of stuff to digest in that scene. I literally don't think I can talk about it all here. I think I will spend, what are we on, episode 85? I think I will spend the remaining 15 episodes, I suspect, of the main series, duration of this series, talking about that scene. The voice actors do it fantastically well, Dixon's especially. Several people in the comments have been saying the whole time, they're like, I don't trust what Dixon's up to, you're absolutely right, but also the game tells you not to trust that from the start. Episode, what, 23, 24? The camera cuts to Dixon and says, can't say I feel good about betraying these kids. Like, we've known he's up to some fucking bullshit. And here we are at the payoff of that. And it's, boy is it something. We're at the stage now where you could probably go back and rewatch all of this series. A lot of things set up this moment really well, but it's worth a second watch, but for now, finish this watch, am I right?
Something wrong? Is this the height of your skill? You call yourself a god, and you talk of sharing this world with me! So that's why the dead boy is important to you. The Homs are nothing but bacteria clinging to my body.
They are living beings. If you cannot understand this, you have no right to call yourself a god.
And who decides that? A god? Because only a god may decide. This world only needs one god, Mechonis. May you rot in that shell for all eternity!
Fiora!
Face me like a god! If not, then say goodbye to your putrid friends! Such a fool.
This is what I wish. This world belongs to you all. Create a world with no need for gods. Mechonis!
This is the passage of fate.
Zanza, disappear!
He's gone. And things ain't looking good for us. Let it begin. The ceremony of destruction and recreation.
That light! What's happening now?
Brother!
Vanea, I'm sorry. I
understand. I always knew it might come to this.
Go, Vanea. Do what you must, while there is still time remaining. All hope is not lost.
No! You must come with me.
I, too, have something that I must do. The final wish, trusted to me by Lady Mayneth.
Oh, brother. Melia?
I understand your feelings. Leave it to us. We know what we must do. We will do all we can for the people of Mechonis.
Now go. Shulk can still be saved. Do not let the last glimmer of hope be extinguished.
Egil. Go in peace.
Let's go. We're leaving the Mechonis. Ryan, take care of Shulk.
Got it.
You okay?
Yes.